Hello friends, thank you so much for joining me for this practice today. Today's flow is just going to be a gentle power flow, we'll call it. So it's gentle as in we want to honor our bodies and find the ease and the connection through all of the movement, but we're also going to go ahead and initiate some power and some heat in our bodies. All right, so if you don't know, I'm Latoya. I am a certified Pilates and yoga instructor. So let's all come into an easy seated position and remove some of the flesh from the sits bones so you can ground yourself into your mat. You want to feel your spine nice and long. And let's think about the back of your spine growing. Wrinkles are being ironed out of your neck. Energy is flowing up and out through the crown of your head. We're going to start today's practice with a few cleansing breaths. So what I want you to do is you can go ahead and allow your eyes to flutter shut. We're going to inhale deeply and fully through our nose. And on the exhale, open mouth exhale. And again, inhale. Starting the inhale from below the belly button, feeling the tummy, feeling the ribs, the chest, and finally the head. Exhale, open mouth. Like you're a lion fogging up the mirror in a bathroom. One last time, breathe in deeply and fully. And exhale. Now we're going to continue with our breathing and just kind of reset our nervous system and our mental focus by doing what's known as the square breath. So let's seal our lips. Breathe in for about 4 counts through your nose. Hold that inhalation. And exhale through the nose for 4 counts. Hold the exhalation. Let's do that again, breathing in. Hold the inhale. Exhale through the nose. Hold the exhale. And one final reset breath, breathing in. Hold at the top. Exhale through your nose. Hold at the bottom. Let's go ahead and flutter those eyes open. You can shake your hips out. If this seated cross-legged position is not comfortable for you, feel free to open those legs up. You can have one leg in and then throughout you can just go ahead and switch it. You just want to be as comfortable as possible. We're going to start to add some movement into our bodies. Let's gently take our right ear to our right shoulder. Feeling a nice stretch in the side of the left side of the neck. Keeping the spine nice and long. If you want to deepen the stretch just a little, go ahead and place your hand on top of your head and one hand gently on your shoulder. It's more of a guiding force. If you want to change the stretch up a little bit, you can choose to nod the chin to the chest, just ever so slightly. Or you can choose to lift that chin up to the ceiling. Listen to what your body is telling you, where it may need to stretch. One final breath. And let's float our head back to the center. Now let's lengthen and take your left ear to your right shoulder, opening up that right side of the neck. If you choose to, you can add a little bit of intensity to the stretch by gently placing your hand on top of your head, other hand on the shoulder. And just as we did on the other side, you can change up the feel of the stretch by either nodding your chin towards your chest just a few centimeters, or up towards the ceiling just a few centimeters. All right, now we're gonna gently bring that head back to the center. Let the hands fall down to the knees. Spine still remains nice and straight. Thinking about a smile in your brain, a smile on your lips, a smile on your heart. Let's do a few gentle shoulder rolls, taking those rolls up towards your ears, back towards the back of the room and down towards the mat. Up, back, and down. 2 more just like that. Feel like the scapula is giving your back muscles a gentle massage. Now let's go ahead and reverse the direction of your shoulder. So I'm gonna start by going down, back, and up. Down, back, and up. I know for the next video, I probably won't wear all black. It's just a little chilly here today. So I felt like I needed something on my arms, and I only have this black shirt. All right, my friends, let's gently relax those shoulders down by your side. If you need to change the positions of your legs, again, you can go into a gentle open V, bring those legs forward, or you can go into a half lotus or an easy seat. Once you've found that comfortable position, let's float our hands up to the ceiling. Interlace your fingers, good job. Now let's flip our palms to the heavens as we lengthen through those elbows. Go ahead and stretch through the weights, the shoulders, the arms, the chest in front of your body, reaching all of your energy up towards the high heaven. And then letting that energy settle back down. Let's do that 2 more times. I like to go ahead, inhale as you reach up, 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 up and out. And exhale as you let it settle down. Final one, we're gonna reach it up. Both sides of the waist getting long. And we release it. Flip those palms back down. Release the fingers and float the fingertips down towards your mat. Remembering to keep that spine nice and long, belly button pulling back towards your spine. Let's take the right arm, float it up to the high heaven, and then we're gonna lengthen out our body, reaching our hands to the side of the mat. As you do this, you will begin to feel space in between each one of your rib bones. And we're trying to draw that right sits bone down to the sky, down to the mat, my apologies. And of course, we're live. We're enjoying this, so we have to remember to breathe. On your next exhale, engage the abdominals, float that left hand up to meet the right up to the sky. Now the right hand is gonna fall down to the mat. And we're gonna begin to reach to the side. Your hand can reach out towards the mat, or you can gently bend your elbow, whichever feels comfortable to you. Keep your heart forward and up, you're proud. That left sits bone is reaching towards the earth, and each side, between each rib, you're feeling lots of space. Go ahead, float the hand back up. Love it. And now let's fold forward. As you fold forward, you're gonna reach your hands away from your face. Let the head just fall heavy. Gravity is gonna help it. All wrinkles are going to be ironed out behind that neck. And it's like you're using no muscles at all to maintain this position. The bones have just fallen forward. And breathe. Gently walk your hands back. Find that easy seated position again. Done so, we're gonna make our way to a tabletop position. In this position, we want to have our wrists right underneath our shoulders, knees right underneath the hips, and lots of space in between your fingers. Let's gently press into the tops of our arches. And then you're gonna gently push that chest away from the mat. Let's begin to go into a few cat-cows, adding some good movement to the spine. So you're gonna round the back, lift the belly button away from the mat. As you inhale, you can drop the belly, feel the heart lift forward and up. Both of those motions are needed. And then exhale, we're going to pull the abdominals in, float the belly towards the ceiling. And inhale. Chest goes forward and up. My hair does its own thing. And exhale. Continue creating any movement that feels good for you. All right. Now, sorry, my earbuds are doing their own thing today too. Let's go ahead, take the right hand, reach it up to the high heavens. Then you're gonna thread that right arm behind the left. You can take your left arm and reach it towards the top of your mat. This is probably one of my favorite stretches. If you feel inclined to, you can even take that left arm and reach it towards the right thigh, placing your arm in a bind. Roll that top shoulder forward and back. Now let's release the bind. Reach the hand back to the top of the mat. Slide the hand underneath the shoulder, and then we're going to unthread the right arm, opening up the chest and the back. Add that beautiful rotation. Now let's go to the other side. We're going to reach the left hand to the high heavens, opening the chest to the back. Then let's go ahead and thread the left arm behind the right. Take your hands, reach it to the top of your mat. You can choose to stay here, or if you feel inclined, go ahead and reach behind the back towards the opposite thigh and go into your bind. Reaching the sits bones to the sky, getting as much as that left shoulder onto the mat as you're able to. Now let's release the bind. Reach that top arm forward to the top of your mat. Draw it underneath the shoulder. Press up and open up that left arm. Feels so yummy. Place the hand back down. All right, my friends, before we continue with our practice, let's just warm those wrists up a little bit more. So we're gonna flip the hands onto the back with the fingertips pointing towards you. Yeah. And you can choose to rock back and forward. Listening to your body. So if you begin to feel that stretch a little bit too much behind the wrist, you can lessen the movement or add a small bend into the elbow. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place our palms down onto the mat. Our fingertips are still going to face us. So we're in like an external rotation of our shoulder girdle. And you can gently rock back. I promise you a little goes a long way here. And we can release. I'm going to get my hair out the way so you guys can see. And go ahead and gently press it back. And release. Final one, we're going to press it back. And release. All right, we're gonna bring those hands back to a neutral position. That means the fingers are wide and facing forward. Wrists are right underneath the shoulders. Now we're gonna begin to start to create that heat in our body. So you're gonna curl the toes under. Engage the lower abdominals so I feel like my belly button lifts up and away from the mat. We're going to hover the knees just a few centimeters off of the mat, and let's hold this for 3 breaths. Breathing in and out, and in and out. Now we're going to take those hips up to the high heavens, lengthening up into our first down dog of the session. So in this down dog, we want to reach the sits bones up to the sky.
Shoulder blades are wide and spine is long. Now let's wake up the hamstrings a bit more by walking the dog and pedaling your feet out. Do whatever you need to do to feel the length begin to happen in the back of those hamstrings. All right, let's begin to slow those pedals down. Look toward in between your hands and walk your feet. Bring them behind the wrists. Now you're gonna just hang down here for a second. Let's roll up to a standing position with your head being the last thing to come.
Now we're in our mountain pose. I'm gonna face you guys for a second, but you continue to face the long portion of your mat. Now let's take the hands up to the high heavens. Bring the palms together, lead with the heart and fold forward. Once you're down here,
let's just hang. Again, no wrinkles behind the head. Let's place our fingers underneath our toes. So I feel the tips of my fingers right underneath my metatarsal. Just hanging there. Okay, now what you can do is you can choose to bend the elbows a little bit and draw the chest a little closer to the thighs. I highly recommend maintaining a gentle bend behind the knees. While you're down here, you can shake your head no, no, no. Yes, yes, yes. All right, let's release the fingers. Lift up into a half fold. Exhale, we're gonna fold it down and roll it back up. Look straight ahead, long spine, reach those hands to the high heaven. Interlace your fingers. I like to look up towards my thumbs. Let the fingers reach towards the back of the mat as the hips reach forward. We're going into a gentle back bend. Exhale, we come forward. Release the arms, swan dive your body down. Nice, drop the head, we're in that forward fold. Now that you're in the forward fold, lift up, we're gonna lengthen through our spine. Roll the shoulders back. You can choose to let those hands hang or place them on your shin. Sometimes that gives you a little bit of leverage to really push against the shin. Find the length in the spine. Drop the head down. Again, make sure there's a micro bend in your knees. Place the hands forward. You're gonna step back with the right, step back with the left. Now let's go ahead. You can choose to gently place those knees down, uncurl your toes. Keeping the elbows closed, you're gonna lower your body down nice and slow. Lengthen through the hips. We're gonna go into a baby cobra. So you're gonna press your palms down, lift the head, shoulders, and chest up. Feel your heart reach towards the front of your mat. Exhale, we're gonna roll it back down. Curl the toes under. Push up into your plank position. Take the hips back. I like to walk my feet gently forward to find a comfortable down dog for you. Love it. Little sun style variation to get some movement into our body, into our full bodies. Now we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna float that right leg up to the ceiling. There, nice work. The toe is pointed down as we're in this three-legged dog. Let's bend the knee, bring it into the belly. Shift your shoulders forward. Now lead the hips up, pull the abs in, extend the leg back. Back into your three-legged dog. Now we're gonna bring the knee to the belly. As our shoulders come forward, we're gonna take the right knee to that left elbow. Hey. And let's exhale, hips up, extend through the leg. And one more time, bring the knee to the belly. As you bring the shoulders to the top of the mat, you're gonna take the knee to the outside elbow. And we're gonna extend it up. Nice work. You may be feeling some heat, that's okay. Now bring the knee to the belly, shoulders come forward. You're gonna bring your right foot as far forward as you can so that both hands are framing that foot. Now I want you to externally rotate the back leg. We're going to bring our arms up. We are in a warrior two. I am going to flip my body around so that you can see the warrior two. So we're here. Looking good, my friends. Really deeply bend into that front knee. Open that knee up wide. Perfect. Now what I want you to do is I want you to take the front arm. We're gonna place it onto your thigh. This arm is gonna reach out. We're in a modified extended side angle. As we do this, we wanna make sure that our top waist is long and our chest is facing forward. And instead of keeping our bottom waist on our thigh, we're gonna try to push it away to activate those obliques. Good work. Now let's float back to our warrior two. Nice, strong, and proud. Flip the palms up. Float the front hand up and back. As you do this, let's open up the front side of the ribs. Keep that generous bend in your knee. Now let's windmill the arms down. As you do this, your back leg is gonna lift up and internally rotate. So now we are back into a low lunge. Hold it here for a moment. Now we're gonna take the foot back to meet its friend. You can again choose to place your knees down and uncurl those toes, or keep the knees up as we float down. Elbows stay close to the body, extend through the hips. We're gonna go into a half cobra. So we're gonna try to keep that pelvis heavy. Lengthen through the spine and roll those shoulders back. Exhale, go ahead, lower the body. Curl those toes back underneath. We're gonna float up into our high plank. Push those hips up high to the sky. Make any adjustments you need to come into a comfortable down dog. Hamstrings are long. Shoulder blades are wide, fingertips are wide as well. Now this time, we are going to float the left leg up to the high heavens, toes pointed down. Let's go ahead, bring the knee to the belly, shift the shoulders forward, and we're gonna lift the hips, extend the leg back. We're doing great, guys. Now let's bend the knee back to the belly. As you bring the shoulders forward, that left knee goes to the right elbow. And then you exhale and you push it back. Knee to the belly, shoulders forward, knee to the left elbow. And push it back. And knee to the belly. Shoulders forward. This time we're gonna take that giant leap of faith forward. There it is. We are in our low lunge. Let's externally rotate that back leg, windmill the arm so that we are now in our warrior two position. Deep bend in the front knee. All right, my friends, we're gonna take that left arm. We're gonna place it on the top of that left thigh. Remember, we want our waist to reach away from the thigh. Reach the top arm towards the top of the mat. Enjoy the stretch. And breathe. Now we're gonna float those arms back up, returning to our warrior two. Flip the palms up to the sky. Take that front arm, reach the fingertips high, and then over and back. Reconnecting with the front knee, making sure there's a generous bend. Windmill the arms down. Lift and internally rotate that back foot so you're back into your low lunge. Take a step back into your high plank. Let's go ahead gently, as slowly as you can, lower your body. Extend. Repeat. Let's go into our half cobra. So that means your toes are uncurled. Your pelvis feels heavy, shoulders are away from the ears. All right, go ahead, lower the torso down. This time I want you to push back into your child's pose. We did a good job of creating some gentle heat into our body. While we're down here, let's go ahead and walk our hands over to the right side. Breathing into the opposite lung. Let's walk our hands back to the center and then walk them over to the opposite side. And walk it back. Nice work, my friends. You're gonna walk those hands towards your knees. You can continue to face the front of your mat. I'm just gonna turn my body so that you can see me. What we're gonna do now, actually maybe I won't need to. All right, so let's go ahead and place our feet, the soles of our feet onto the mat. Sit up nice and tall and hold on to the back of your hamstrings. Just kind of gives you a little bit of leverage. All right. Now, we are going to reach one hand forward, reach the other hand forward, maintain a long spine. Can we float the right leg up? You can keep a gentle bend in that knee and lower it down. Float the opposite leg up. Okay. Just activating the abdominals in a gentle way. Let's go ahead, hold on to the hamstrings one more time. We're gonna pick up that right leg, and then we're gonna pick up the left leg. Really lift your heart up to the sky, and this is where we have some more fun. Now we're gonna extend the right leg. Doesn't have to be straight. We're just gonna lengthen it as much as we can, and bring it back. Now opposite leg lengthens, and you bring it back down. Remember to roll those shoulders, keep the chest proud, and we lengthen. And we lower. Opposite, lengthen, and lower one more time. Adjust that spine so you can get long. If you're feeling brave, go ahead and release the hamstrings, reach those fingertips forward, and reach them up. And the arms lower down. And they come up. And they lower down. We got this. And come on up. One more. And lower it down. Come on up. Lower it down, hold on to the hamstrings, place one foot down, other foot down, reach those fingertips forward as slowly as you can roll down your spine. Nice work. Let's go ahead, extend the legs. Take the hands up over your head. We're gonna continue to work the spine and the abdominals. So we're gonna lift the arms, the head and chest follows. We look at our toes. We're gonna roll up if we can. It's okay if you need to use those hands to help you. Take a breath in at the top. Exhale, roll it back. Feel like your spine is like butter, rolling up and down. Let's do that 2 more times. First, we start with the arm. The head and chest follow. We say hi to those toes. We use those abs. If you need to use the hands and arms to help you, that's A-okay. And you reach it forward. When we come forward, we're gonna try to keep our back nice and round. And exhale, roll it back down. Nice work. Our final one, we're gonna lift the arms, head and chest, high toes, roll the body forward. Reach, and then exhale, roll it down. I don't know about y'all, but I'm saying hi to those abs right now. Let's walk our feet back towards our sits bone. Our palms are by our sides, down at the mat. You can, again, choose to roll those shoulders back and down. When you do that, you'll feel your collarbone just gets a little broader. All right, now I want you to gently, one bone at a time, lift the spine up off the mat. Press into the arms and lift those hips up so high. Now let's interlace our fingers, bring our shoulder blades even closer together, almost like we're creating a little ledge to rest on. And let's hold this for 2 breaths. Breathing in and out. And in and out. Release the arms, lower the body gently down. Nice work, my friends. We're going to bring that right knee into our chest, extend the left leg along the mat, and give that right leg lots of loving. hugging it into your chest. Feel a deep crease in the front of that right hip socket. Now let's take the right knee and gently guide it across the body, allowing the right arm to open out to the side. And for our head to turn and look over the right fingers. Bring that knee back to the center. Love it. Bring the left knee into me to give both knees a gentle kiss. And then extend that right leg along the mat as you draw the left leg in for some loving of its own. Now let's take this left knee, guide it across your body. Open the left arm and allow your eyes to gaze over the left middle finger. Try not to use any muscles right here. You just want to let gravity take it, be your friend in this point. Bring the knee back to the center. We are going to bring that right leg back up to me to give it a big kiss. We're going to take those legs up to the sky and let's just hang out here for a moment. If you want, you can help those legs hang up there by just holding out behind the hamstrings. Now, we're gonna bend the knees, taking them towards the armpit. Take your peace fingers, hold on to those big toes. I like to open my knees and make sure my feet are parallel to the ceiling. If you bend your elbows a little bit, it adds a little bit more weight so you can intensify the stretch in the hip joints. And now in this happy baby, you can choose to rock from side to side. That's always a good one. It's like you're giving your sacrum and your lower back a gentle massage. You can also extend one leg at a time, stretching the inside of those adductors and bring it in. Fun thing with this video, you can do this more than once and choose which stretch, which is best for you. Nice work. Now, let's go ahead, gently guide those knees together into a nice big embrace. Lift the head, shoulders, and chest. Make the teeniest, tiniest balls that you can. And let's try to breathe in as much as we can. And on the exhale, you're gonna just explode out like a star, letting your arms and legs fall where they may. No muscles are at work at this moment. Your mind, your body, your spirit is fully supported. Take a moment to become aware of which parts of your bodies are touching, are in contact with the floor, and which parts of your body is not. For some, your lower back may or may not be in contact with the mat. Same thing with the back of your knee. But I do believe for most of us, our heels will be grounded, the back of our hands supported, the back of your skull cushioned by the back. Now bring awareness into your breath. Just feel the rise and the fall of the belly. And your body is deeply breathes. This alone is one of the greatest supports in life, the fact that your body can keep moving without you telling it to do so. As we lay here, the thoughts of the day may have caught up with you, and might be flash in through your brain, and that's okay. Let them come and go. Let them come. Acknowledge your life. Bring your attention back to the breath, back to the rise and the fall of your torso, supporting your life. Let's bring some movement into our bodies again by wiggling the toes, wiggling the fingers. And when you're ready, you're just going to roll to whatever side feels comfortable, finding a fetal position. Again, your muscles do not have to work, not yet. You are fully supported by the mat, by the ground, by the earth, by the universe. I like to keep my eyes closed as I gently walk my hand towards my body to come back to a seated position. Once you are in that seated position, gently roll the shoulders back. Let's go ahead and bring our hands together at heart center. I always like to end my practice with a moment of gratitude, especially gratitude for all those practicing with me today. I'm thankful for all of the intentional but miraculous things that had to occur to get you here today. Thank you, and I appreciate all those miracles and the gift of you. The light in me sees, acknowledges, and am grateful for the light inside of each one of you. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this.